If you've been with us for a while, you've heard us talk about the Access to Justice game before. So if you haven't already heard about this, this is a simulation game we designed a number of years ago that is about introducing students to the environment of legal service provision in Ontario in both its paid and free and informational elements, and starting to get them to think about access to justice, including access to legal services and what it really means as a system and as a society that it can be so darn hard for people to get the legal support that they need. These are some of the features of the online game, which I will show you in just a second. So we still have character selection where we have our 3 scenarios. If you've used the Access to Justice game with your class, we still have Jean for family law, Jamie for employment law, and Dallas for housing law. So 3 very common areas for people to have legal problems. We have full art for these locations. Our developments and art are done by 2 independent game creators and artists working out of Montreal and BC. So they actually, I think, look pretty good. We have automated scripts. We have those random events still here. And some things that are very useful are we have an automated money tracker and a day counter. So instead of students, getting these sort of randomized event cards that say, okay, now you have $150 more than you had before, and your student going, I forget how much money I had before, what does this mean, what are my, all of that is hard coded in. So all of that, sort of burden is just automated by the game. And as I said, we have a new streamlined teacher's guide. So this is the front page of the Access to Justice game, ojen.ca/game. This is the title screen. We click, we've got our 3 player options. I'm going to choose Jean, who's got the family law scenario, just because she's first. We have a bit of a story about Jean separating from her partner, Pat, who takes their kids and leaves. So here's the sort of main atrium of the game. Jean has a lot of options. Who should she talk to next? We have this counter at the top, so we're on day 1. Jean has $800 in her pocket. And we have these different options of where she can go. So there's the courthouse, a community center, a law firm, a community legal clinic, and then she has some options at home. I am going to choose the community center, just so you can see a different, so we've got this background. Jean visits the local community center where a bunch of community organizations have offices. There's a reception desk inside the front doors. She goes up to the counter. So we have, instead of students having to role play this out or just walls of text, we have these nice character animations and sort of a little bit of a back and forth conversation between our characters. I'm gonna fast forward through this without reading it all. But again, just like the paper version, this all follows really closely what actually would be offered at any of these stations. Okay, so she gets a referral from Legal Aid Ontario. Now these screens, after each visit to a location to try to get legal help, your student will get one of these randomized life events. Sometimes they add money, sometimes they take away money. Money is a really important mechanic in this game because, of course, what you can afford makes a really big difference. And so these are all automated. You'll get these randomly and they won't repeat. So in this one, that chance event gave us $200 extra, so now it's day 2, and we have $1,000 in our pocket instead. So this is the basic loop. I might choose next to go to the community legal clinic or the courthouse. I'm gonna get, depending on where I've been and what I've got and who I've talked to, I'm gonna get different options from each. There's different characters who can help me at each one, and I'm gonna work towards getting a lawyer, getting the paperwork done or whatever I need so that I can get in the door of the justice system and start working towards a legal resolution to my issue. So that's the Access to Justice game in a nutshell. At the end, you're going to get a little summary of, what an overview of these types of cases and a little reflection prompt and the option to start over and do it again. So on average, it takes about 10 to 15 minutes usually to get through one full run of this game. So it's sort of at the level where if you have 20 minutes, some students will get through it twice, some will get through it once with a lot of clicks. But it's a nice little self-contained ecosystem now that we'll continue making improvements to.